In a market where all eyes are on Bitcoin, something else is bubbling just under the surface. It's a chaotic, explosive, and often misunderstood corner of the crypto world, and it's showing serious signs of life. After a brutal correction that saw valuations plummet, meme coins are starting to claw their way back. And we're not just talking about a small price bump. We're seeing indicators of a potential comeback, with the sector's market capitalization showing moments of resurgence. But this isn't a simple story of numbers going up. The real question is, it's happening, and what the mechanics are behind the madness. Forget what you think you know. This isn't random. It's driven by a new set of rules, new platforms, and a series of viral tactics being perfected in late 2025. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to break down the 3 core pillars driving this trend. The platforms that have become the new epicenters, the viral social media tactics fueling the fire, and the key players making it all happen. You're about to understand what's really going on behind the memes. Alright, so the first thing you have to understand is that the memecoin game has found a new home base. While old giants like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu still live on chains like Ethereum, a huge amount of the new, explosive energy of late 2025 is centered on one ecosystem: Solana. Now, why Solana? It's pretty simple: speed and cost. The network is built to handle a massive volume of transactions for pennies, sometimes less. This has turned it into the perfect playground for creating and trading tokens that can live and die in a matter of hours, sometimes minutes. This technical edge has given rise to platforms that have made it ridiculously easy for anyone to launch a meme coin. The most notorious of these is a platform called Pump.Fun. Think about this. On Pump.Fun, anyone can create and launch their own token in under a minute, often for less than a couple of dollars in network fees. The result? An absolute explosion of new tokens. We're not talking about a few dozen. On some days, these kinds of platforms see tens of thousands of new tokens launched in a single 24-hour period. One analysis from early 2025 noted a period where the daily average of new tokens on Pump.Fun was over 10,000. This creates an environment of pure, unfiltered chaos and opportunity. It's a fire hose of new projects, and data suggests the vast majority of them fail almost instantly. But for traders, it's a target-rich environment. They aren't looking for the next Bitcoin. They're looking for the token that can capture attention for the next 12 hours. Of course, the launchpad is only one part of the equation. The conversation, the hype, and the manipulation all happen on social media. X, formerly Twitter, is the primary battlefield where narratives are built and destroyed. Telegram and Discord are the war rooms where communities of traders organize and share information. And finally, TikTok is the amplifier, taking niche crypto memes and blasting them to a mainstream audience, often with zero context. These platforms, Solana for the launch, and the social trio of X, Telegram, and TikTok for the hype, have created a powerful, self-reinforcing engine for the memecoin market. So you have the platforms. But how does a token with a funny name and a picture of a cat go from zero to a multi-million-dollar valuation in a day? It's not luck, it's a playbook. And in late 2025, that playbook has been refined into a science. The core of it is what you could call attention hacking. Meme coins don't have revenue or products. Their only real asset is attention. The goal is to monopolize it. This starts with a simple, catchy, and often ridiculous concept. A dog wearing a hat, a political figure, a misspelled word. The sillier it seems, the better it often performs, because it's easy to share and impossible to take seriously, which lowers people's guards. From there, the tactics get more specific. We see coordinated raids where a community will swarm the comments and posts of major crypto influencers, spamming the name of their chosen coin to create the illusion of a massive organic movement. Then there's the use of wallets as a marketing tool. You'll see developers airdrop tokens into the wallets of famous traders or celebrities, knowing that on-chain analysts will spot it and report it, generating free publicity. And perhaps most importantly, there's the strategy of manufacturing a narrative. A recent example from this year is a Solana-based coin called Pippin. In late 2025, it surged dramatically, with some reports showing a jump of over 500% in a 30-day period. On the surface, it could look like pure community hype, but when you dig deeper, the story can change. On-chain analysis suggested that a coordinated group of wallets was conducting buys and sells, creating the appearance of massive volume and momentum to lure in retail traders. This isn't an isolated case. This is the game. It's about creating waves of artificial momentum that can trigger a real wave of FOMO, the fear of missing out. They're not selling a technology, they're selling a lottery ticket. And the tactics are designed to make you believe that your number is about to be called. And look, this space moves incredibly fast. The tactics we're talking about today will probably be old news in 3 months. If you want to keep up with how these trends are evolving, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We do deep dives like this every week to show you what's really moving the markets. Now let's talk about the people behind all this. The meme coin ecosystem is driven by 3 key groups of people, all with very different motivations. First, you have the anonymous developers. These are the people using platforms like pump.fun to create the tokens. Many are just in it for fun, launching a joke coin to share with friends. But a significant number are running a business. Their goal is to create a token, attach a compelling story to it, and then cash out once the hype reaches its peak, often disappearing completely. The anonymity of crypto makes this incredibly easy. Second, you have the whale traders and influencers. These are the players with deep pockets and large social media followings. They are the market makers. They can take a small, unknown token, and with a few posts and a series of large buys, put it on the map. As we saw with the Pippin example, a coordinated group of wallets can single-handedly help manufacture a trend. These players often get in early, sometimes through pre-sale deals with the developers, and their goal is to ride the wave of retail FOMO they help create, then exit before it all comes crashing down. And that brings us to the third and largest group, the retail traders. This group is often called degens, short for degenerates. They are the lifeblood of the meme coin market. Many are fully aware of the risks and the manipulated nature of the game, but they play it anyway. Why? Because the potential rewards can feel life-changing. In a world where many feel left behind financially, the idea of turning a few $100s into hundreds of thousands is an incredibly powerful lure. So we understand the platforms, the tactics, and the players. But that brings us to the most important question. Why is this trend showing signs of a surge now, in late 2025? Especially after the sector saw a major sell-off earlier in the year. One report indicated the meme coin market cap declined by 50% in the first 3 months of 2025 alone. The answer appears to be a convergence of a few factors. First, market sentiment is at a strange turning point. After the sharp correction, some of the selling pressure has eased. This can create a floor, a period of quiet accumulation, where larger players can start building positions without causing a huge price spike. At the same time, there's a broader macroeconomic hope in the air, with whispers of potential interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve, which historically can make speculative assets like crypto more attractive. Second, the technology has hit a critical mass of efficiency. The ease of launching a token on a chain like Solana has turned what used to be a somewhat technical process into a casual, spur-of-the-moment action. This constant creation of new lottery tickets keeps the game fresh and ensures there's always a new, shiny object for traders to chase. Finally, there's a powerful narrative that could be taking hold. The idea that this might be the last call for this kind of unregulated insanity. Regulators around the world are getting more serious about crypto. While no framework is set in stone to kill the Wild West era overnight, increasing oversight could eventually change how these tokens are launched and traded. This can create a sense of urgency, a feeling that this might be the final, explosive party before the lights come on, fueling a speculative frenzy among those trying to catch one last wave. So while the market saw significant downturns earlier in the year, the underlying machinery never stopped running. The platforms got more efficient, the tactics got sharper, and now, with a glimmer of bullish sentiment, the engine may be starting to roar back to life, creating the volatile activity we're seeing right now. So, there you have it. The memecoin rebound of late 2025 isn't a mystery if you know where to look. It's a potent combination of incredibly efficient launchpads like those on Solana, a refined playbook of viral social media tactics, and a unique market moment where fear and opportunity are colliding. It is, without a doubt, one of the most dangerous games in all of finance. Studies and on-chain data show the vast majority of these tokens go to zero, with failure rates estimated well above 90%. Scams and rug pulls are not just a risk, they are a feature of the environment. But it's also not going away. The allure of life-changing gains is too strong, and the technology has made it too easy to play. Understanding these dynamics doesn't guarantee you'll win, but it at least shows you how the game is truly played. What do you think? Is this a sign of a new bull run for meme coins, or just a final desperate rally before a crash? Let me know your take in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives that break down what's really happening in crypto, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.